I've told you, October 7th, 2017, I was at the Brockton Fire Department open house and at Tower Fest. I have my sunglasses on because of the light. I'll take it from the top. I work for Brockton Community Access. I do a show called One North Main. It's a magazine show that highlights people, places, and events that make this city, our city, great. I covered the Brockton Fire Department open house, and then I went to Tower Fest over at DW Field. They were great events. You were asking me where I was between 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock on October 7th, 2017. That's where I was at. What did I do? Well, I'll take it from the top.
In the Brockton Fire Department. I'd like to welcome everyone here to our annual open house, which is held the first week of October every year. It's a great opportunity to teach children and even adults the safety of fires in your home and just general overall safety as far as fire prevention is concerned.
Your clothes never catch on fire, but if they do, immediately stop what you're doing, drop down on the ground, cover your face and roll. Keep rolling, back and forth, keep rolling. That's what I want to see, just like that. Good. That's what you gotta do.
Spin to win, I'll ask you a question, and even if you get it wrong, you'll win a prize. Alright, you're number 3. How often do you test smoke detectors?
Every month.
Good job!
Carry one on all the ladder trucks in the city.
It's a life gun?
A life gun. If somebody got trapped at the 3rd or 4th floor of a building, put this in the end of the gun. It would shoot this string up to it, to the person that was trapped. Take this string, tie a heavier rope to it. He'd pull it up, tie it around a radiator, a pipe, or something solid up in the apartment, and then he could rappel down the side of the building.
important things that we're showing the kids today is how we strap them on to the cots in the ambulance, as well as the seat belts on the bench here, because one of the biggest new rules that Massachusetts has is the seat belt. So OEMS has come out with the new 5-point harness style on the cots that we have here in the ambulances, as well as the new track system to keep everybody safe and secure to the ambulance, as well as additional straps that we have here on the bench to keep additional people strapped in when we may be transporting patients as well as their family members with us to the hospital. My partner Stewie up here is currently putting on his harness. Brewster's the only private EMS company that actually obtains these 5-point harnesses on the bench for our tech supporters, as well as the people that we may be transporting additionally.
That's right, Brewster Ambulance was there. I have people that can vouch for me. Yeah, it was Brewster Ambulance was at the Brockton Fire Department open house. That's right, that's right. Yeah, there was a lot more. There was a whole lot more. I still don't know why I'm here, but since we're talking, I need to tell somebody about something special that happened at that fire department open house. And since I have an audience, I'll talk to you, Detective. Oh, man. I can't put it into words, but let me try. I'm here with Kevin Dykes. And Kevin, what is your role here today?
Well, I am with the Plymouth County Technical Rescue Team, and today I have the collapse unit here at the Brockton Open House, and we will deal with all large-scale incidences that have to deal with collapse, trench collapse, structural collapse, anything of that nature. And this is our rolling toolbox, basically.
This is basically a big rolling toolbox. We have pretty much anything you would need to get into something, get under something, get somebody out of something.
Excellent. Well, let's start here at the table. We'll go left to right. It looks like you have the Jaws of Life right here. Tell us a little bit about it.
We have, these are the Jaws of Life. These are battery powered, so they can go into a structure, and we don't have to worry about carbon monoxide like the other portable units that run on gasoline. This is the spreading unit of it. This here is a concrete cutting chainsaw. This will cut through about 12 inches of concrete, like a concrete slab or a concrete wall, including the rebar. That over there is the cutting version of the Jaws of Life that will cut pretty much anything you put in it. This is our wood cabinet. Sometimes we will have to build a structure to secure a structure so we can enter it. And that's where all your woodworking tools, your hammers, your tape measures, you know, stuff you would need to build a structure to support a compromised structure.
What are the bags specifically used for? So you can take
Lifting.
Okay.
You know, if you had somebody that was under a cement slab or under any type of something you couldn't physically pick up, you'd slide these bags under them, they would fill with air, and they would expand and lift it up enough so you could either block it with cribbing or get some sort of jack or something of that nature under it. We have shovels, we have irons, we have sledgehammers, Halligans. We also have another pop-up shelter in there.
You have some rods, steel. It looks like some steel rods here too.
These are used in conjunction with what they call the Paratech system, and that is for footing. That's where this stuff comes in.
Your ladders.
Well, this is one ladder. All this stuff is called Paratech, and it's like a giant erector set. You put it together like this is gray Paratech. This would be for your like trench collapses and stuff. You would put the boards in either side, and then put the ram across, so it wouldn't cave back in as you're trying to perform a rescue.
Talk about the teams a little bit. You have all this stuff. Who's part of the team? Who's mobilizing with this?
The Plymouth County Technical Rescue Team is made up of, I believe, about 70 members, and each member is a member of a Plymouth
support
County
structure to enter a compromise.
Some departments have 5 guys, some departments have 1 guy, each one. And what happens is, once the call comes in through Plymouth County Control, because a department has requested us, and then we get toned out, paged out, however you want to look at it, and then whoever, like the other trailers, is trailer stationed in Duxbury, there's trailer stationed in Kingston, there's trailer stationed in Abington. So what happens is, once the call goes out, those members who work for those particular departments that have trailers, they respond to their department, grab the trailer, and we'll start heading for the scene. And then I will head for this unit, and I will start heading for the scene also.
What's your favorite tool, man? What do you like to bust out the most?
Well, I don't play with a lot of them, but I like it when they bring out the jaws of life. It's fun to watch. It just, the sheer power of hydraulics is just amazing.
Kevin, it's interesting that you mentioned that, because now we're going to go to a demonstration where the jaws of life are used. They're using an old vehicle, and it's going to be a reenactment of a rescue. Let's check it out.
As the technology changes in cars and how the technology changes basically in everything we do in the fire service, I feel sometimes, especially as of late, we have to be able to adapt with that. And that comes down to good training, understanding what our limitations are, buying new tools. We're always trying to purchase new equipment to be able to actually operate at any incident, to be able to keep, residents of the city and people passing through the city safe. See firefighter Nixon there just breaking that glass. That's something that normally we'd want to do before we start operating the tool, because then when they break the glass in that fashion with a hole punch or with a Halligan, you see Campbell doing on the other side. One of the things we can do is we can control it. When we do it at an accident scene, if we just break it and smash it in, or we try to pop it with the tool, we really can't control where that glass is going to go. The technology in vehicles now versus, I want to say even 5 years ago, for crying out loud, we have cars now that are actually driving themselves, which is a whole different world compared to 20 years ago when I got on the job. But one of the big deals is actually the protection in cars, the seat belts, different things, and we have to be very careful where we cut, where we pry, where we push, and do different things, just simply because we could actually injure the patient that's in the car. We could actually injure the firefighters that are working on the patients and the ones that are actually attempting to do the actual extrication. Remember, although these tools can get into a lot of spots, one of the hard parts is they're a little blunt on the front, so we have to use other hand tools to be able to get in there to be able to pop it. These tools are quite extensive. You got to remember, we're working on a car that's upright, that there is not any damage done to the vehicle. When we have damage done to the vehicle and now we actually have to go in from different angles and cut from different ways, part of the structure has already been broken down. There we are. So now he popped it open. Sometimes, the littlest things, the smallest little amount sometimes is all we need to actually get a person out. As you can see, if you look at it's a coordinated effort between everybody. It's not one person doing one thing. When I say pop the door, I'm saying prying. I mean by prying it open. We use a lot of slang terms in the fire service and call the ladder the stick, and sometimes we say, okay, throw the stick to the roof, and they're like, what are you throwing a stick on the roof for? A lot of times there's different slang terms we use while this is going on. You got to remember, we have another crew inside taking care of the patient. We have another crew stretching a hose line, because we never know what could actually go on in regards to possibly a fire or anything like that. So now we just took this little Ford Taurus station wagon and made it into a convertible. They'll pull that right back, get that roof back. You got to remember, I think, if we're working on your car to get you out of it, a lot of times you're not going to have much left of your car afterwards, unfortunately. With the cuts they've made to take tension off the steel, they'll actually be able to now move that dashboard out of the way, and you'll see that dashboard lift. Sometimes different rams, you have different pieces of extension. Try it on the metal. Jeffrey, up on the steel. So he's going to move it now. We got some movement with it on the plastic. Plastic just breaks away, unfortunately. So now we'll get it up on the steel, and we'll get a lot big of a lift, a lot more of a lift out of it. One of the things we run into, though, is now once we get that moved, now we have that ram right in the way. So a lot of times we might have to take the person out the other side. Obviously, they're exhausted after a while. You know, these tools are not like, you know, your hand tools you use at home. These are, you know, 40, 50, sometimes 70-pound tools. They're actually operating. They're manhandling these things all around to try to actually get them in the position to cut. Again, it goes back down to the physicality of this job and what they have to do and how they're going to do it. But I think he's probably going to have to make another cut with this one as well, because the tool won't go completely through. Once they make this cut, they'll be able to lift the whole entire roof right off. There we are. Easy to be removed.
Perfect, yeah.
And there's the inside.
Any questions? Who wants to donate their car next?
Are you going to tell me why I'm here? Why I'm being interrogated? So I went to the fire department open house, and I'll come back to that. I'll tell you, Tower Fest was something else. Yeah, you have the big tower at DW Field. Kids were having a great time. There were animals, there was music. Oh man, I wish I could go back to that day. It was a great day, October 7th was. The observation tower, the tower. Everybody knows DW Field, and everybody knows the tower. It's only open once a year, and when is that? That's today. That's Tower Fest, and we're going up. As daunting as it is, we're going to get to the top and show you the beautiful views, not only of Brockton, but the greater Brockton region. I can't wait to go up high. I'm scared. Mama, mama. Mama, mama, mama.
This is so creepy.
Okay, so this is the great horned owl. These are not ears, those are feather tufts. Birds' ears are right behind their eyes. They're great big holes under the feathers. They don't have ears that stick up.
Whoa. Hi! He sees us. I went up with June. Hi! Mama! Mama!
Thank you very much. All right, so this is Bruce's ATV. It's used for special operations that we have difficult patients that we try to extricate out of areas such as deep in the woods or as beach events. We also use it for details such as the Plymouth on 3rd of July.
We were over at the fire department open house earlier today, and they had one of the new trucks. This is one of the older vehicles. Still gets the job done, but you'll notice inside the straps are different. As far as the safety belts that have been mandated to be upgraded in the next couple of years, it's a little bit different, but Again, it's a Brewster ambulance, and it's more than adequate, gets the job done. And they're also here at Tower Fest. It's a beautiful thing. We're here with Tim Carpenter. Tim, is this the most popular park in the city?
Absolutely, without a doubt, without a doubt.
What makes it so special?
It's 733 acres of absolutely pristine nature in the middle of the city.
And you have a great running, walking trail too, to boot.
Absolutely, we have over 7.5 miles of paved trails, so it's a great place to exercise, and it is by far the most popular spot every day from 6 in the morning till 10 in the morning.
The tower itself, is this the only day it's open?
We're working on trying to open it up some other days, but generally speaking, this is its maiden and solo voyage of the year.
Do you go in there at all, like during the you specifically?
I do. I try and go in about once a month just to make sure everything is still safe. It is open to the environment, so especially in the winter, you do get a lot of freeze thaw in there, and I just want to make sure that it's not deteriorating.
All right, what are we looking for in the birds of prey? What are we looking for in that special presentation?
You're looking to duck when the bird takes off.
Got it. All right, I'm looking for something that out of the ordinary. So let's see if we can find it. Oh, there it is. I guess they're selling tables. Folks, are you selling tables? Is that what it... Okay, thank you. Thank you. I don't know how I'm gonna lug this around, but I think I can do it. Excuse me. Thank you. Go buy yourself an ice cream, all right, brother? All right, take care of yourself. Oh, yeah, there it is. There it is, folks. There it is. The Great Pumpkin. Look how big it is. Look how orange it is. Orange. White. Black. Duncan. Thirsty. Do you think they do dragons? Do you? What do you think, Pumpkin Georgina? We can't repeat that on television. Sparky's having a good time with the kids today. Sparky, you're very busy today. How many things are you going to do? Let's do it in dog paws. How many things? Whoa! Sparky, who's this guy over here? What's going on here?
That's the armadillo.
That's the armadillo. All right. Is he moving in on your territory?
Yes.
All right. Take it easy now. Take it easy. I'm going to stay in between you two guys. I'm going to stay in between you now. This is Sparky show. All right. Armadillo, you having a good time today? Do you ever frown? I've always seen you. It seems like you're always smiling. Yeah, you're always having a happy, good time. Sparky, safety is the key, isn't it not?
Absolutely.
Yeah! All right, Sparky on the armadillo. Having fun with the kids. We're having a good time, as always, at the fire department open house. Oh. Deputy Albanese, we have a lot going on today. Behind me is the safety house. I like to practice safety. I'm assuming the fire department as well. Tell us about the safety house.
All right, so this is a shared unit that's shared with Plymouth County. We bring it up for our open house every time. It gives kids an understanding of kitchen safety, how to escape a smoke-filled environment. We have an emergency exit in the back to show them how to get out safely. We do have talking points about pots and pans, electrical fires. We actually generate smoke. There's a smoke machine in here to generate smoke to show them how to get low below the smoke and how to escape a dangerous situation.
Folks, we're waiting for a full tour, but be careful. We have hot things in play. You must always practice. We're here with Ed Churchill. Ed, what do you have here for the kids?
Okay, well, this is a demonstration of a pot on the stove, obviously, on fire. So what we show them is the quickest way to put it out is to cover it. Okay, takes the oxygen away, puts out the fire. It's the first step to putting something out. Okay. The other thing we like to do is we like to keep this set up like this, so that we ask them what's wrong with it. Obviously, the handle goes to the side, so we don't spill anything on the stove or on themselves, which can cause a fire or cause burns. We should give them a smoke demonstration, kind of show them how smoke works, how it stays up at the ceiling, and how they're supposed to be on the floor crawling down where the good air is and get out of the house. And we'll put a little smoke in the room. Okay, so this is actually good. He's sitting over there so I can show you how this camera works. This camera works so that we can see where you are in the smoke. See that? See how you don't see the smoke, but we can see where he is. So what we want you to remember in a smoky room is the smoke is up here at the ceiling. So the best thing for you to do is to get down and crawl and get close to the floor, because the smoke is up here and the good air is down here. Okay? No porch. You open that window and stay in the window, and we'll come and get you. Okay?
The open house is always my funnest event. I just love it so much. I love it so much. I wish the fire department open house happened once a week, every year. And I'll tell you, when they do it up, they do it right. The people over at the fire department are the best this city has to offer. Many years ago, 26, 27 years ago, I was in the fire department of the Air Force. I wasn't very good, that's why I'm not a firefighter right now. So what's your name, sir?
Hey, I'm Glenn Watson, Firefighter Watson.
Glenn Watson. Glenn, you gonna show me how to use this bad boy?
Of course we are.
All right, what do I have to do right over here?
You gotta put one of the fire jackets on. Safety
yeah.
first. That black one might fit you. Oh yeah, that fits you.
Oh yeah,
perfect.
yeah. Now Glenn, I've been working out, but all right, good. All right, we're good to go. All right, what do I do next?
All right, now we're gonna stand. You're gonna stand to the left of this right here, to the holes.
Yep.
And what you're gonna do is you're gonna pick the holes up in your right hand. You're gonna kneel down.
Yep.
All right, that's the handle right there. What you're gonna do is you're gonna pull the bail back.
Yep.
And with the bail, all you gotta do is, it's not that windy right now. What you're gonna do is you're gonna aim right for the flames that are in the window.
All right.
All right. If anyone's standing next to it, you can get them too. So right now everything's all games open. All right. Pull the bail back fully back all the way and start aiming, brother.
Oh, wow, yeah, look at that.
Look at that.
Postman, look at that.
There we go. Fire's out, brother.
All right, Eddie, you're next. Can I go now? I've covered Tower Fest. I've covered the fire department open house. I've told you every step that I took during October 7th. Oh, I wish I could live that day over and over again. Unfortunately, time marches on. So before I go, Detective, I want to thank you. I want to let you know, to learn more about Brockton Community Access, you can visit our website. It's bcatv.org. And you know what? For you, I'm going to give you our YouTube page. It's youtube.com/TheBrocktonChannels, all one word. I wish you could meet the staff of One North Main. But for everyone, Detective, I want to thank you personally for letting me share our story. Hopefully, we'll see you around town. So we get 100,000 people in the city, and there's 177 of you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And as I was telling you earlier, I do like to practice safety. Oh, jeez. For executive producer Mark Lindy, producer Aaron Tebow, and Georgina, I'm Jay Miller, and we'll see you around town.